Hello everyone, welcome back. Where last we left off, our adventuring party were faced with some random creatures at the top of a ceiling. There appeared to be hundreds of them, but seemed as if it was an illusion all along. I managed to dispatch them relatively quickly, and now you guys are left in the corridor to continue on your journey into the Crimalt.
Well, that was kind of terrifying, but now I'm just gonna say, good job, everybody. We all handled that really well. We all kept our cool, and yeah, we did it. I feel like we're getting good at this.
Just look at the chart, buddy. I'm like,
Yeah,
look at my
I'm just gonna
arm.
like
Cut with a sword thrown by you.
look. I now I've learned, and I do know, but now I've properly tested. You don't throw a weapon that weighs approximately. How heavy is a bloody greatsword?
many pounds.
6 pounds. Yeah, my bad. Are you okay? Do you want me to bandage it up?
Let's just say we're even now.
I'm not sure that's how that
For
works.
now.
Okay, we're even. That's fair. Good thinking with the tripwire, by the way.
Did you do anything with the tripwire?
Definitely.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait, sorry. That didn't happen.
No.
Like, little idiot just ran through the tripwire. Well, at least we know what that does.
I guess we just need to be careful of more of them.
Yeah. And keep an eye on the ceiling. They're
Do we still
everywhere.
have the flare active?
Oh, yeah.
I will say it's probably only been, what, like 5 minutes?
It'll be 12
Maybe
seconds.
Yeah, that
It
was
was 2
what,
rounds.
2 rounds?
When did you light the flare?
Start of the 2 rounds.
Okay,
So it would
so
be like
yeah,
12
I'd say it's still going on.
I'll
then.
just pick it up. Poof. Got light.
Sure. You've got a flare that's still kind of flooding the room.
Can you, like, throw it down further?
Sure. Just toss it.
We ain't getting no surprise
Right,
now.
roll a strength check,
Oh, fuck.
please. Or athletics, actually. Too.
Oh, fuck.
Can I,
Oh,
like, get, like, kind of, like, hop on his back, like, Yoda style, and be like, no. Arm up further like that.
I just passed the flight to Kruger.
Okay.
I was gonna say, like, I know what you're trying to do with an assist, but like,
What the
how
fuck?
does that assist?
I
was
just
gonna,
Giving
like- I was
extra weight on the back, you're like,
You
what?
just start like maneuvering my
130
arm and I just
Exactly,
pass
I was
it to
gonna-
you.
I
I'm
was
just
gonna-
like.
It was gonna be like, what's that ghost movie? Like, when they
Oh, ghost
yeah, I was gonna be like that. It's like, no, like
with the
that.
pottery. Yeah.
All right, fine, I'll throw it. Athletics.
Bags.
It's cocked. That's good. 18.
Sure. I don't know. What is the distance to throw? Let's see. Like, what do you need to get to throw something?
Well, a knife's 20 to 60 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 20 foot with with no disadvantage, and past that it's disadvantage.
I'm gonna say, let's say 30 feet. That seems normal.
That's
That
very
seems-
that's generous.
That seems normal. I mean, you rolled a what? 18?
18, yeah.
I'm gonna say 30 feet.
Cool.
The yeah. You watch as the flare kind of sails through this darkened corridor. The light growing further away from you, but as it goes, you can see that there are small little alcoves that are kind of up against the corridor. They appear to have crates and some sort of kind of rubble piled up. That's probably about 10 feet on from you. As it goes further and further, you watch as more blood appears, kind of splattered across. Almost looks like it was thrown across the wall from like a sword or like a strike, or someone had kind of thrown a paintbrush or something with, kind of splattering against the wall. You can see that there are what appears to be bodies that are kind of leaned up against the walls.
Do they look fresh, old, decrepit? Too far to tell.
I would say it's too far to tell. You can walk up
Yeah.
closer towards them if you like.
All right. I'm gonna stand you back. Like
Okay.
Can you carry 132 pounds
No.
extra?
I've got a negative 1 strength.
144 extra
I've got
pounds.
negative 1 strength.
Do you really? Oh
Yeah,
god.
I was gonna say that's why I'm not sure that an assist with.
Yeah, I'm just like
Kruger
kind of
on your back.
stumbling and just be like, oh, why are you doing this?
Faster!
I start slowing down. I was like, fuck.
You feel a pain in your back.
I'm wearing
Can I try and give Avalon a piggyback?
100%. I'm skinny fuck.
But I'm like 2'6". And
Yeah, how does that work? 2 foot
that's why
6
I'm-
and
that's
6
why-
foot 4.
That's why I ask.
Oh wait, no, you'll be like my leg, to my knees kind of
Yeah,
thing.
my
You'll be like, how many of my legs? I'm just like, not sure that will work.
Like this.
I mean, you could maybe like, I don't know. I'm not sure.
No, you know what, bugger it. I'm gonna sweep him under his
I
feet
don't
and try to
know,
like fight
like-
him and carry him like that. just to see if I
So I
can.
kinda-
I mean,
I'll resist. I'll do a deck save. I'll be
Okay.
like, try jumping. I'm like, no.
I just really want.
you've been blessed.
I have.
I got a 18 athletics.
Cool. Do I make an acrobatics one? Fuck, doesn't matter. Dex, acrobatics, and the save are all the same. Oh, that's a 12. I'll fall over.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm just gonna walk forward.
I'm
Just
just gonna
waddling
pat.
along.
I'm just gonna be like, I can walk, thank you.
No. You did well. Preserve your energy.
You're so small that it almost seems like you're just floating at like this weird, kind of just across the bottom of the.
just like go like.
That's what I want. That makes me happy.
Your knees are kind of right up to your chin. You're just
It's
kind of
like-
being carried.
Hey,
Kruger's
no.
steps are so small.
Could you carry me? I want to be included. Thank you. Hoik.
Okay, roll a strength check for me, please.
I'll try and wrap my hands around your neck and like hoik my legs up so that you can like.
Oh, but
Bridal
how
carry
is
me.
it like? How is the carrying happening? Is it like on the back or like what?
No, like a
is it
bridal carry.
a bridal carry? Okay.
Like me.
Sure. So
Like me.
randomly, we've got a procession
Just like,
of
what the fuck?
Abelard, who's very low down to the ground. A9 bridal carrying June.
Dilbert just looks at Andrea like, well, when in Rome. I mean, when in Rudderwarm.
No.
I feel like Maylin would.
Yeah,
at a
he's
bit-
gonna jump on May's back.
Sure.
I think I can carry Dilbert because he's like super short and like a skinny little kobold. But like Kruger's like the stocky alpha. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Dilbert literally only weighs 15 pounds.
Yeah. Like it could be like lift that as a backpack. I'm like, yeah, Dilbert's fine.
No,
Sure.
Dilbert hops on May's back. It's like, fine.
Excellent.
And then
Fuck
it's
is
just
that?
Nadia.
I'm just like looking like I'm just like around like what the fuck's happening? Everyone's like
Inwards into the demon dungeon, guys.
if we work into a tripwire I am going to be very upset with you.
Perception check.
Well, I feel like it'd be at disadvantage because you can't see past
That's fair.
Abelard.
Can I do a perception check as well? Because I'm afraid.
I'll say one of you can do it with advantage.
God damn it, I rolled a nat 20 and a 9, so that's a 10.
Okay, with a 10, I'll say that because Abelard is so big and kind of taking up most of your field of view, I will say that it's very hard to see anything around you. So you're just kind of wandering
You'll
on
keep an eye out
by.
for me, right? I'll walk like maybe 20 feet and then get tired, and I'm like, all right, you're heavy.
Wow. Really?
It's the armor.
Yeah. I know it's heavy. I wear it.
I haven't lifted something that heavy since training. And I'm just gonna like lean on the wall and just like, give me a minute.
Cool. And I'm just gonna walk at a pace because I think I
Your
can
hand kind of-
technically outpace Kruger because I'm 5 foot faster.
Yeah, everybody outpaces me. I'm small.
As you're resting against the wall, your hand kind of presses onto a blood splatter. Just
Oh.
Oh, actually, how fresh is the blood?
roll an investigation check for me. Actually, medicine.
Thank you.
I'll put my hand up to him so he can sniff it.
I'm wearing my face mask.
This
I
is how
can't
we
smell-
test if it's fresh. We smell blood.
Yeah.
How much iron's in the blood? Not a lot.
Not 20, baby.
That 20, I mean, it looks relatively fresh, probably within the day or so.
Yeah,
There are bodies as well. I'll say that if you'd like to investigate the bodies.
Are the smears like small, like handprint smears, or like big fuck off handprint smears?
I would say big fuck off handprint smears, they look like.
Oh, wonderful.
Specifically big fuck off.
Yeah. There are some that just look like splatters. Others are kind of thinner bands, so not all of them are like large, kind of
Like the kind of like, would it be like the spider creature's handprint thing, or like different?
different. So these ones are actual handprints. It
Like
looks
human
like, like a,
handprints.
not necessarily human, but it looks. There's no, you don't see any like lines for claws or anything similar. So it looks mostly like somebody has kind of cut their hand, for example, and then just kind of smeared it along. But it is a huge kind of. It's probably about that big
Huh.
along the wall.
Can I look at one of the bodies and see if their hands are cut?
Sure. As you look at the bodies, you can see that they have been. So a lot of the blood has been drained from them. They haven't been fully exsanguinated, but they have lost a significant amount of blood. You can see that there are cuts along major arteries and things like that. One thing that is interesting though, as you approach them, they do match. So the two bodies along this side of the corridor here that are kind of, their knees are kind of pushed up, their legs are spread out. They do match the description of some of the people that you were looking for.
Guys, I don't think they made it.
Oh no.
I think I made it this far, but further than that.
Just look at the blood smear and be like,
You can see that their eyes are kind of just frozen open. They don't look petrified, but it looks like they were fearful as they died.
wonderful.
Do they have any like personal belongings that we can take back to like their families and
Oh.
stuff?
That we can steal.
We just rock up with that dead jewelry and be like, yeah, we didn't find anything, guys.
But yeah, no, give back to their families. Like a necklace.
Yeah, I'll say
ring.
they do have some jewelry and things on them. You can see that there's like small carvings that one of them has done. Appeared to be a woodworking apprentice, for example. Has kind of like small dolls and things that have been carved. The other one just kind of a necklace, jewelry.
I'll take the toy and the necklace. Just put it in my bag.
Sure.
You said that there were like crates as well.
Roll an
What's this?
investigation check for me, please.
Yeah, I want to check out the crate. Anybody want to check out the crate with me?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Where-
A9, could you carry us across?
Shall I do it? Shall I do it with advantage then, if you're helping, or you want to do it yourself?
No, I'd love to give you advantage on it if
Sure.
that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Do it
Because I don't.
right now.
Because my investigation is
Roll.
0. 13.
With a 13, I'll say that in one of the crates, the other one appears to be mostly empty. You can see there are some food scraps that are moldy. One of them appears to have a bundle of fabric in kind of a... It's been tied almost as if it was given as a present. There's kind of a bow on top. It looks like just twine. You notice, though, that the fabric itself appears to have a kind of shimmer on it. It seems, as you pick it up and kind of break open the tie, as you throw the cloak out, you see this kind of endless expanse of darkness that kind of ripples out. It looks like you're staring almost into just a black hole. There's just a void of darkness.
What?
You watch as it kind of
That's cool.
ripples across with like almost a pearlescent sheen. And as you kind of hold it up closer to the flare, you watch as it again disappears completely into like a void. You can almost not see the fabric at all.
I'll put the cloak around me. see what happens. Hey guys, check this out.
So this cloak actually gives you advantage on stealth checks.
Oh shit! Probably not useful for me. That just cancels out my disadvantage.
That's pretty useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Whoa! Hey guys, check this out. Ooh, does it have like a hood or is it just like a
It does have a hood, yeah.
Yeah! Oh, I'm like.
And you watch as Krugar puts it up. You watch as he almost completely kind of fades into the darkness for a second,
I just
and
stand
then
very still against the wall.
incredibly
Just
hard
hear
to
this
see.
jangling from the chainmail though.
Incredibly hard to see. If you shift, obviously it does make sound, but as you kind of stand there, stock still, it's almost impossible to see Krugar.
That's sick. Whoa. All right. Being an adventurer pays off, guys. Woo! What
Alright.
item is that, Holly?
It's a homebrew item. It's
That's
kind of
sick.
like so there's I forget what the spell's called, but there's one that gives you like it's like a pass without a trace. I think it's a blessing of something. Let
There
me
is a-
see.
Yeah.
There's one where it's like a blessing that I just modeled it off because I was like, well, you guys don't really use pass without a trace,
No one has.
so
Wait.
um,
May can prepare past trace, can't she?
I think so.
God damn it, that's like the best.
I think
stealth
eventually, because I know some clerics also get it, right?
Yes, some clerics
There'd
do
be like
also
one
get
or
it.
two, yeah. Not every cleric gets it.
Mm.
'Cause I think it is primarily a druid spell. It's a very good spell.
It is really
I think
good.
rangers actually can get it too.
Yeah, I'll try and find it. There's one that's it's a blessing of something or other.
You could probably just
Um,
custom it. It's not terrible to customize it. Do a custom magic item.
Yeah, I will. I'll make a custom magic item and then I'll
you.
pass it off to you.
Cool, I'll write it in my notes.
Because I know
It is
that
it is a magic item. I will say.
Yay! Awesome.
Mm.
Thank you.
probably requires
That's right.
achievement, like most things.
It does require achievement, yeah.
Cool.
But you know,
Fines.
whatever works.
Yeah, it's good to have for now. And if I don't want it, I'll give it to one of you guys
Well,
later.
yeah.
Or sell it.
Because like I've got the invisibility ring.
I'm trying to give you guys magic items now. We're in the big leagues.
So I get an artillery cannon.
Oh no.
100 miles range. Death. Heresy has a punishment.
What's this? A ring? It casts powered kill.
What's this? Oh, the Death Tower.
I saw a item on TikTok. It was this magic item that this DM gave one of his players, and it's like the wand of just like evaporation or something like that. It's basically it's got like infinite amount of charges. You cast it, enemy is gone, just immediately gone. But the trick is, it's like, oh, the enemy's like just gone. Oh, cool, you won the fight. At the very end of the campaign, or at a randomly determined time by the DM, the monster that was whooshed away by this wand would instantly appear in a boss room with more bosses. So this one guy at this level 20 fight, it's just like, oh, you evaporated like, what, 20 bosses throughout your whole campaign? They're all here now. Enjoy.
Fuck, that's evil.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love that magic item so much. I saw it as well. I was like, fuck, I want that. I want that for my campaign. I want to give that to you and abuse the shit out of you. Give you a level 1 and level 20 in the final fight. Everything you've ever done.
Oh no.
Christ. Anyway,
Feel like
yes.
8 goblins
so
waste your time with.
You find this cloak.
Awesome.
Yep, so the other one had just scraps of food that have gone moldy, kind of turned into like a little bit of a slush at the bottom. Yeah, you guys still have some room to go through. You don't see the end of the corridor just yet.
Can I pick up the flare and get and throw it?
Sure. As you throw it about 20 feet on, you hear it clatter for a second, and then what appears to be a kind of splash as it impacts water or some other liquid.
Oh god. Better be water.
Is there like light or anything still? Can I see the
You
liquid?
can't see it anymore now. The flare appears to have been swallowed.
Is there any light in this hallway at all, or is it just like...
No.
Is there a small rock around?
Sure.
I
Let's
cast
say you
light
go
on the
for
rock and throw it in the same place.
Sure. Again, you hear kind of a moment and then a sploosh as it kind of sinks into a liquid.
Do I see what the liquid is?
No, it's kind of beyond a little. Sorry, I didn't explain that. As you throw your flare, you can see that it passes through an entrance and it kind of bounces off walls for a second. You can see that there's definitely a room there, but there appears to be a kind of lip where you've thrown the flare, and beyond that appears to be a sound of water that is impacting.
Guys, water. Why is there water here?
It's not that weird that there's water here, is there?
We
So,
are
cave.
we are very, very far underground right now, and this is the first time we've ever seen water. It could be just be some sort of spillage. Is the water deep?
You don't know.
Yeah,
Like-
no. Well, the light rock that
I run through the room.
the light rock that Abelard threw.
Yep.
Did it like go? Is the light like did it like go like very far down, or is it just like, you know what I mean, like below the surface level of the water? Or is it kind of hard to tell from the angle that we're at?
I would say it's hard to tell because
Okay.
it's behind a lip of
Okay.
the.
Can we still see like the light projecting out from the lip at all, or no?
Yeah, how
I will
dim-
say for the moment as it kind of first impacts, you can hear the splash. I would say you can see light for a little bit, and then it appears to be mostly. It appears to be dim.
Okay. Kind of weird that we're seeing water, right?
Suspicious.
Maybe it's a spilt water barrels, cause you know, miners gotta drink water when they're on
I'll
the job.
cautiously walk towards the lip. There's just like a lit knife in front of me.
Sure. As you walk towards the lip, I will get you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Wonderful.
Nobody look for traps. You are all fools.
We were all too
5.
preoccupied with the barter carries.
As you pass through the underneath what looks to be another archway, you feel for a moment as if you're weightless, and then in an instant you feel just pain flare up across all of your kind of major joints, and you feel them kind of seize and lock into place. You will take. Where are my d4s? Actually, where is my d6? You will take 5 points of damage.
Wonderful.
And it's actually psychic damage.
Wonderful. Oh, I'm resistant to that.
That's
Wonderful.
why I mentioned it. So
That would be 2 damage then.
Yes.
Which means I was at 19.
Mhm.
So 17. So I gained 3 hit points. Cool. Woo!
okay.
Flash tab, baby.
Yeah, clutch.
All right. So as you pass through, you feel that kind of pain seize you for a second. Your body kind of attempts to fight it, and for the next minute, you will progressively take damage. At the end of the minute, you'll take another bit of damage.
Do I get more saves or no?
You will at the end of the minute.
Okay.
Actually, no. Let me read what I read here.
Do we just see Abelard like wince in pain?
Yes.
Abelard, are you good?
Trap.
Okay. Is it set off?
I assume so. It did just hurt a lot.
Okay.
More psychic damage.
Oh no.
So it'll automatically go away after a minute, is what I've got written here. But you can make another roll after a round of combat, so after 6 seconds.
Oh shit! I just realized that because wisdom saves are a very frequent save, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well,
I have advantage on them. I know for the Constitution one, but I was
yeah.
reading. I was like, what else do I have that can help with this?
Mm.
And I'm just like, I've got advantage in Wisdom saves. Isn't that kind of busted?
Yes.
That is kind of busted.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so as you're kind of standing there, seized in pain, you look out into another one of these rooms. This one is not hexagonal. It seems perfectly cylindrical, and the floor of the room is completely covered in what appears to be looks like 5 inches of water, so roughly about what, like 10 to 15 centimeters. Um,
Yeah, I think 10, something like that. I don't do inches.
I don't know either. And the actual floor, it's relatively shallow, like you could walk through it. And you can see that the floor below appears to be lit up in the same colors of Masan. You can see that it's kind of a mimicking this kind of circle on the outside. The Masan is covered obviously by glass, so it's not in contact with the water. But you see that the perfect circle kind of devolves into a spiral in the center, and at the very center you can see that there is another revenge knot. There is an exit directly across from you in another archway that is similar to this one, has the kind of Crimalt symbol at the top of the arch as well.
Is it with this passageway? Is it heading like upwards back towards like where we came from, kind of thing, or no?
Not down the new pathway that you went down.
Okay.
At least you don't think so at the moment.
Crim will be big, dude.
Mm.
It's in that big ass mountain range.
This is true. Yeah,
I'm just
the
wondering
Dawn-
where
the
the
Dawn
fuck is
Valley
gonna end
massive.
out, where I'm gonna come out. I'm just like,
If we just accidentally find our way into Chronicle, it's just like,
Mhm.
oh wait, we didn't tell down that the place is fine. Shit. What about our reward and our horses? We need to go back for our horses.
Technically, they've got free stabling right now, but yeah.
Yeah, true. But is it safe?
I think is the trap disarmed now that I've set it off. Also, do I take more damage? Do I make another
yes,
save?
make another save for me, please. The DC is only a 13.
20 Constitution save.
Awesome.
So.
Okay, yeah, so you kind of shrug off the effects. After that moment of panic, feeling your muscles kind of seize and your joints lock in place, as you're kind of surveying this area around you, you can see that there are kind of spaces for torch sconces on the wall, though it seems almost entirely smooth. It has this similar architecture to the rest of the tunnel, but where before there had been pillars connecting and kind of small, almost like skirting and like cornices that would run along the room. This one seems smooth until it gets to the very top, where it kind of turns into a dome shape again. This one doesn't have any stained glass in it, though you can see that there is what appears to be almost like a porthole, like a small kind of perfectly circular kind of skylight that has kind of brass casing around it and kind of these thick rivets and kind of cables that hold it into place. You can see that there's moonlight that's kind of looks as if it's passing down, though there is no light that's being emitted. It just looks from probably about 50 feet up. It looks as if there's light there, at least from a visual standpoint. Though the room otherwise is completely dark, save for your flare that's kind of resting at the lip of this kind of staircase here.
So is it? Okay, so the other side is like a staircase. But
So there's a lip, and then there's 2 stairs that kind of flow down. on
okay,
either
and
side.
that goes into like the 5 inches of
Yep.
water. The 5,
Yep.
and then
Mhm.
I guess it's safe. But it's just.
Oh, so you asked if I'll get you to roll an Arcana check for me, please. You asked if the trap was disarmed, yes?
Yep.
Or investigation, whichever you prefer. Both would work.
Yeah, Arcana. I have. That is cocked. I think.
Reroll it.
That one is 20. Unnatural.
Sure. I will say that the trap has not actually been disarmed yet.
Can I disarm it?
Yeah, with a 20, I'll say it's relatively easy to kind of take a look at the archway itself, and you can see that on the other side there appears to be a gem of some sort that's kind of lodged into it. You can see that it kind of has a faint shimmer to it as well that appears to be magical, and you think that if you smash it, perhaps it'll break.
Just stab it with a knife.
As you reach up to stab it, you hear it kind of crack, and then almost like lightning kind of emanates out from it for a second, and then you can hear as it kind of stops and turns dull.
Not a thumbs up. Broke it.
What the hell was that?
Dilbert, is that you?
Yeah, obviously. That was some crazy lightning works.
Shrug.
Dilbert goes forward.
Isn't Dilbert still on Malin's back?
Mate, forward.
Oh no.
Good point,
A9's still carrying June.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am just behind all of this, like.
Can I try to? Can I, with this new cloak, can I try to jump onto Nadria's back?
Sure.
Stealthily. So
Yeah,
sure.
roll a stealth check for me,
Yeah,
please.
that- I got a cloak and I got a flat roll now, baby. No disadvantage.
Magic is like that, you know. Sometimes things just happen.
With a
Shink,
6,
shink, shink, shink. I'm still
As
heavy
you-
as fuck.
as you run towards Nadria, it's very obvious in the relative kind of stillness of this corridor that there's the hurried footsteps of a 2-foot halfling that's kind of cling, 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 kind of heading towards like the metal kind of jostling in place, moving as close as possible to Nadria. You go to leap up onto them, and Nadria, what would you do?
I literally just. You try and leap, and I literally just. What?
I was hoping you.
As you go sailing past, you kind of scrape your face against the flagstones.
That was fair.
Not as hurt as your pride, though. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, I got it.
What? Why?
Because I was trying to try out my new cloak and the
Did you? What were you aiming to do?
piggyback ride.
Did you think that I could lift?
I don't know. we were gonna find out, but now
The
we're not
answer is
gonna.
no.
Well, you don't know until you try.
I'm not gonna try.
Well, no.
Why would I try
It
that?
could be fun.
No.
Do you want a piggyback?
No, absolutely not.
You want a piggyback? Come on. Little
I'm
two, little
really
two.
6'2". I'm like,
Why is
Same
everybody so-
situations about to happen. It's like carried.
Why is everybody either so extremely tall or so extremely short?
I didn't realize Nadia was over 6 foot.
Yeah.
That changes
Neither.
stuff.
Yeah, Nadra's
I'm
6'2",
tall.
I'm 6'4".
we're the tall people.
Woo.
We rule.
It's the most terrifying friendly guy ever. He's like, oh, hi there. It's like looming, playing Dr. Mouse.
You got
yeah.
the angry one and you got like the nice one, except
I
look
fucking, yeah, I
horrified.
look fucking terrifying. And I'm just like, oh, I see you're hurt there, bud. You need some band-aids?
So
and I could look nice, but constantly
6
scowling
foot,
at
6
them.
foot, 2 foot, Dilbert 2 foot. How tall are you two?
I think I'm also quite average. I think I'm just under 6 foot.
Smarter than the
Tall.
average bear.
Tallish. That's short, isn't it?
1.6 meters?
I'm
That's
around
like what?
1.6.
Like
Like,
Leah.
IRL? Wow.
Leah is like 1.6.
That's 5'2".
there's no way. There's no. Why would
You're
they?
5'2".
Why would they
mean-
make a 5'2" Arkanoid?
I mean, why not?
Why
Fuck
not?
it.
You know what? If you want to be 5'2", it's fine by me.
It's a little,
It's in the character sheet. Yeah. Too
the
late now,
mini
change it.
Arkanoid. Go, woo.
Really? Wait, it's a maze probably like what 5'8" or something, 5'6".
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I just imagine you. I imagine you being like a 6 foot towering.
I mean,
robot.
it kind of fits the artwork, right? Because A9's like quite short on the artwork, and even like
Yes,
A9's
actually.
mini is quite
Man.
short.
That's true.
A9's huge in all the artwork.
What?
Yeah.
Literally, look. It's probably like.
No, he's like my top knot makes me sort of taller in the artworks, but A9's like you Nadria and Abelard, but A9's quite tall.
That's a fucking mess. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta change it.
I
Um,
will change the sizing then.
I don't. At this point, I don't think it matters much, guys.
I'm just curious.
We will know going forward, and then we will just live our best lives.
Correct. All right.
Anyway,
And-
Okay, so you guys are in creepy, mysterious water room.
Are we sure this is water? And why is there a room just full of water?
Dilbert, go taste it.
Alright!
Yeah. I can play a good dude. Not I can't not as good as
Before
Jack.
Dilbert does it, I was just gonna like go. Like, no.
No, too late. I don't know. Kinda tastes like water.
Does it taste like water?
It tastes like water.
Pretty
does
sure
water
it's
taste?
water. Yeah.
There's literally no taste. It's just water.
I just wanted to double check. Well, I'm
Why-
not checking, but Dilbert is.
Why is the first thing you go to mind is try eat it? What if it was poisonous?
It's water.
Wow, that's
Why are you poisonous?
really unfortunate.
Oh wait, do you think this is like the bathing room?
I mean, it could be. I have no idea.
I'm taking my glasses off. I don't want to see anymore.
I'm rolling a con save for Dilbert.
Ew, it contracted something, but we're not quite sure what.
11. Yeah, he kind of throws up a little bit.
It's it's water.
Dilbert
What,
thinks it's bath water.
what did I say to possibly get from point A to B? I don't understand anymore. I don't understand how it happened.
D&D is how it happens. We're paranoid of everything the DM says. Like, yeah, sure, it's water. Could be. Might be water.
I was just getting Dilbert to confirm it.
Yep, it looks like water.
Tastes like water too.
Yep.
I'm just gonna be like, well, just at the end of the corridor's over there. And I'll put a foot in it and just like see what happens.
Nothing unusual.
I'll start walking through.
Oh my god, if I
Sure.
have to walk through, I like lift up my dress because it's like floor length. I'm like, oh.
You can either kind of
Pull up my
swish as you all wade through the water.
I think I've got like these knee-high boots as well. I'm just like, yeah, I'm
Are
good.
you passing directly through the center of the
I
room?
was just gonna say. I guess we'd all see the symbol once we like get into the room.
Yep.
A9, maybe don't go near the middle this time. Because symbol.
Sounds agreeable.
Yeah.
Can I look at the light a bit more?
Sure. The skylight or
Mm.
the
Well, there's light below. Oh, yeah, it's because of the what is it? The acid metal.
the masan.
Yeah, acid. Like, what's that?
As you approach, kind of around the area of the this spiral, you notice that the masan itself appears to be flowing almost like a river underneath what appears to be layers of glass. The actual interesting thing about when you guys are walking through, the actual ground or the floor that you're passing through appears to be glass. So it just appears to be layers and layers of glass. It doesn't feel obviously like it doesn't feel like you're stepping on the flagstones that you had been throughout this entire kind of march through the Crimalt, but you do still see an impression of flagstones. As you approach, you think that they might have been buried underneath layers of glass.
I guess I'll just walk around the light in the middle and just keep walking forward.
Joe?
As A9 like walks into the room, does anything happen to the middle?
This is
It's still humming like it was before. If you'd like to pull it out and check, you can.
You can't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well then, you don't know.
But like the symbol in the middle doesn't react or anything.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay, cool. That's good.
I hope it's good.
And it's like you, yeah, it's like you charge up the Zushta, and then it's just like, and then it's like, yeah, portal to the underworld, oh yeah, then
It turns into doom.
that's Connor's
Releasing
thought.
evil.
I got no idea.
I'm just gonna go through. I'll go check the other door for the same kind of trap that I just went through.
Sure, there is another trap.
I'll hit it with a
Um,
knife, break it again.
Oh
Sure.
wait, what's that?
Broken.
A little gem pointed to the gem that you're about to smash.
Just don't walk through it.
Valuable? What if we could sell it?
If you want to try and pull it out, be my guest, and I'll stand aside before stabbing it. I'll be like,
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Can you give me a boost?
Simba.
I can't lift Kruger.
Oh yeah. Somebody
No,
else.
none of the
No
6
one-
people can actually
it's-
lift Kruger. We look at her just like,
Someone give me a boost. Anyone?
I don't think any of us are
Yeah,
strong
you
enough.
can do a human pyramid.
Gilbert.
Can I just grab the gem and just pull it?
Yeah, roll a con save for me, please.
Son.
Why would you like?
I don't know. I was just like, yeah, sure, fuck it.
Sorry.
17.
17. That saves. Yeah. So feeling the same kind of in your fingertips, you feel the kind of joints locking into place and seizing, but you focus on trying to wrap your hand, and you know how your hands work, and you're trying to wrap them around the gem, and you kind of just shrug off the effects and begin to. It takes a little bit of effort, but eventually you can kind of wiggle it out of its spot, and you can have in your hand the gem.
Does it still have the same effect on it?
You don't know. It seems like it does. You've succeeded on your con save,
Okay.
so
I'll be
hard
just
to say.
I would not suggest touching this. I'll just palm strike it into a wall to shatter it.
Oh.
Sure. You're broken.
I'm just like, no.
Could have wrapped it in some. Okay.
Just shake my hand. And
Okay. No. I'll trust.
Okay, so you guys are going to pass through the room now. Okay, so as you guys pass through,
Wait,
The-
sorry, it's one gate, then another gate, and then the room?
no, so it's entrance, room, entrance,
Cool.
or exit,
Yeah.
So,
depending on which way you're coming from.
alright, yeah. So we pass through the room.
So as you pass through the room, you take out the gem and kind of set up to go through the next section of the room. You see before you that there are some of those similar piles of bones that are kind of lodged on a staircase. Kind of shallow steps. They look as if you could almost pass a horse through them. They're kind of, it's a high ceiling again.
I just looked. No, there was nothing.
Did the
Okay.
stairs go? Did the stairs descend or ascend?
Ascend.
Ascend.
These ones ascend. Or descend, depending on which way you're coming from.
From our point of
From
view.
your point of view, yeah, up.
Cool. Okay.
Um,
interesting.
They're kind of lodged at each of the shallow steps. It's like a gradual rise upwards. And you can see that there are more kind of blood splatters this time on the stairs. There's some kind of lining the walls. The architecture here seems like a strange mix of dwarven and infernal. You can see that some of the carvings are closer to the etchings of the infernal language that you'd seen before. They seem to be mostly nonsensical words. They don't seem to be able to be kind of strung together to form a phrase. You do get some hints of things that might be Vogue related, like words for revenge, words for endings. You do see a couple of words for gateways, and some for crowns and things like that. But those are kind of the only ones that stand out to you. The rest seem to be kind of broken and smudged and things like that. But you guys now stand at the foot of a staircase.
Was there any blood in the water room that we just passed? Like the water was clear. There was no like discoloration, like of blood just murking the water at all.
No, it didn't seem like it.
And there was no blood on the walls in that room itself that we noticed.
No,
Okay.
none that you notice in the
Okay.
actual room.
Okay.
No,
Interesting.
just along this staircase.
Okay.
Oh, more fresh blood. Oh dear.
Interestingly enough, this isn't actually dripping down the wall. It's just, it seems similarly fresh, but hasn't actually been it hasn't been smeared for long enough that gravity has taken effect on it. That's what I'll say.
Well, gang, how we feeling? Are we prepared for this, or do we want to like?
I'll just look at me like, "Oh, I think this is the way out. And I'll pull out a knife and then walk forward, I guess.
Sure.
I'll be right behind you.
Okay, I think with that, that's a pretty good place to end tonight's
yeah.
session. So, did you guys have fun?
Yeah, that was funny. That was a funny session.
Hell yeah. Well, it was kind of a little bit of a filler one, so apologies for that. We are in a little bit of a limbo at the moment. There will be no D&D next week, just a quick note. So we'll catch you the week after to continue on our rampage in the Crimalt. We hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. Seems like everybody else had a lot of
So
fun.
much fun.
Just a very nice and pleasant time. So,
Full clear the criminal. All the rooms. Kill all the
Yeah.
monsters.
so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and being with us. And yeah, we will see you guys when we see you next. Much love to you all. It's always a pleasure and never a chore to DM for you all. We will catch you next time. Goodbye for now.
See ya.